So hey guys, Jeff with Top Star Mobile Detailing, Las Vegas. We're here in San Diego at the KCX Experience for Koch Chemie training. We're here with my guy Diego. He is our instructor slash trainer slash coach slash mentor. He's going to be going over the different products that you see here as far as how they stand up on the pH scale. One of the things that I really enjoyed about this training was learning about the different pHs and how all of that plays into this. I always had kind of a small, like, general knowledge of it, but the way he breaks it down is a much more detailed level, and I think that you're really going to get a lot of value out of it. So with that said, I'll turn it over to my man, Diego.
Thank you so much. Well, you know, as detailers or as people, we generally tend to do stuff because other people have said, hey, this works with a great pH of what, and this works with a great acidic of that. What does that mean? What does that do? So what Koch Chemie does is, it's amazing, is what I got taught when I was sent to Germany was, what does the pH value even stand for? And that's what we wanted to do, is break that down and show you that, first of all, the pH value always runs on the same scale across the board, whether you're doing alkaline or whether you're doing acids. Mm-hmm. And then what do alkaleics do and what do acids do? That's why you have to know what the pH value does, right? So I get a lot of phone calls and say, hey, what's the pH value of SO3? Well, it doesn't have a pH value, so what is it you're looking for? So once you understand what a pH value does, what kind of dirt is a high pH value taken care of, and what kind of dirt is the low acidics taken care of, then you go, now I know what to attack with. Now I know what to take care with. Now I know what the kind of dirt to do that. So that's why you have different stuff that helps us out. Yeah. It's super important to know.
Yeah.
So this is an awesome example as to why we need the acidics and why we need the high alkalines. It's what exactly does it take care of? You have to understand that at pH neutral, you're talking about a 7, right? And what is a 7? So in this aspect, your GFX, which was closest to 7 as you can get, that's your neutral. So it's not attacking on the acidic side, it's not attacking on the alkaline side, and that's what it means to have a different venue of it. You have the RS, that's 1 on the acidic side, right? So salts, cements, things of that nature that are, like, I put it this way, man-made, that's what you're attacking on. And then you have the other stuff that goes on the other side, the high alkalines. What does high alkalines attack? Anything anorganic. So the way that I put it is the way that something was living at the time. Bird droppings, mud, stuff of that nature. And that's why you need different products and understanding of what the product does so that you can attack your specific detail with excellence.
Now, the quick question is, someone could get that wrong. For example, I have one student here say, oh, I thought it was the opposite. It was high acidic when it really wasn't.
Correct.
Is that dangerous? Is that an easy fix? You know what I mean?
Okay, so with our chemicals, it's an easy fix, but you have to understand that you're changing the tension of your metal at the time that you're cleaning. So if you leave your metal at a high acid and you don't bring it down with a pH down to a neutral, now you're working with a high acid trying to attach something else on it. That presets you for what's going to go on down the road on it. So you have to know how to be able to balance everything out and get everything back to neutral.
Got it, man. And another thing people get confused on is the dilution ratio.
Yeah.
I see 3 examples right there. Can you give me a quick rundown of how to calculate the right dilution?
Okay, so the dilution ratios with our product, I always teach this in the class. It's probably one of the biggest things that everybody absolutely loves, because if you have exact dilutions, you have exact outcome. And if you have exact outcome, you have exact delivery. If you have exact delivery, you have a product that just does what it's meant to be doing every single time for you. And so that's super important. The dilutions on the back, there's a couple things to remember that Germans, they say it a little bit backwards. They don't say it backwards. We say it backwards. Their language was before us. So they'll say, diluting 1 to 200 and you're thinking that the 200 is the one part, but it's not. It's 200 to 1. So that's the first part on the back on it. And we love to explain that aspect of it. And the other thing is that we changed our measurement systems from the whole entire world. So we're working in ounces and they're working in milliliters. So remember that. And that's one of the things we teach at our training is come in, learn at whatever level you're at, doesn't matter. But I love the fact that we can have different guys talking about different things, because it's not everything, they're not learning everything from me. I don't have all the answers, but I do have what is the necessary means to understand how this all works. Now your implementation is going to be from your understanding of what we teach.
What are you going to tell to those detailers that use the gok method or the eyeball,
Oh yeah, yeah. So there's two methods to using your chemicals. One of them I call the glug method, and it's imprecise, right? And if you don't go work with precision, then it's going to affect you in one form or another. Specifically with money. If you're doing a glug method, you're overusing a product, you're overpouring a product. Now you don't know how much you're really getting out of one product. Our stuff is highly dilutable, KCX is highly dilutable, which means it's going to yield you more stuff. And if you're not doing the proper dosage, number one, you're not only getting the improper cleaning the way that it's supposed to happen, but two, you're wasting money. And if you're messing up your bottom line, you're messing up your pocket. So one of the things that we teach at our training, and even taught up in Germany, was to be precise. And precision means making good sound judgments in what we do. The way that we break things down are four learning methods, which is chemistry, mechanic, temperature, and time. All those things are going to affect the way that you perform on a daily basis. If you can master these, then you can master your understanding of how you're doing your detailings in a much better and more precise way.
So yeah, guys, I'm really glad that I was able to participate in this opportunity with the training. I met a lot of great people here, people like Diego and just everybody at the training. I've learned so much over the last couple days. I've been in the business now for almost 2 years, and I firmly believe that you can always be continuing to learn and grow, and build your skill set to take your detailing game to the next level. A couple things that I really picked up here while I was at the training was what Diego was saying, as far as if you don't know the ratios and you're not getting the dilutions correctly, you're essentially like losing money or burning money. And one of the things I'm guilty of in my own business was, the glug method, where I just kind of eyeballed it and realized hey, I am probably losing a pretty significant amount of money by the way that I'm not diluting them accurately. So that's one of the changes I'm going to make moving forward, is just to be more aware of that.
Sure.
Because that does affect your bottom line, and it also affects on how the products perform and are designed to work too. So like I said, this has been a really valuable experience for me. If you guys have the opportunity to check out one of these trainings in the future, I could say I highly recommend it. It was a great time, met a lot of great people, and got a lot of value out of the program.
Awesome,
so,
man.
Yeah,
Thank
Diego,
you so much,
I really
man.
appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good.
Great job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just so I know, how many trainings do you guys do? A year, a month? How do you do it?
So we have one training at Atlanta every month, and now we're going to start adding these in places that we're going to be invited to, because they're a little bit different. Those are so streamlined, it's precision, this hour, here. We got to kind of move around and shift and do a little bit different. But we have a whole experience set up at a racetrack over there. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's where they actually teach the F1 series drivers how to do it. So if you're a car nut, this is it. I'm a little childish schoolgirl when I'm there, and I'm I can't believe I get to work around this stuff. And then to share it with other guys, the passion, it just makes it that much easier for you to learn. But if you go to Koch Chemie or KCXUSA.com, that's your best bet. That'll show you a link that's on there that says training. If you hit that, you'll get all the dates that are on there. And each date, if you hit that, it actually gives you everything that you receive that you're going to get out of it. We want you to get an experience. We want you to walk away going, what you just said. I've been detailing for years. I had a guy say, I've been detailing for 25 years. I didn't know that. That's so cool. And knowing is half the battle, right?
Yeah.
There you go.